Let me just catch my breath. There we go. Let's do this. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be delving into the Namek saga portion of our What If Goku Married Bulma series. In the last part, we went over the side of the Saiyan saga and how Vegeta's play into the story had changed almost everything to the story. How will Goku and Chi-Chi's relationship influence the series and the story as a whole? Well, let's continue that prospect right now. Krillin and Chi-Chi would be the ones to find Namek first, while Goku and Gohan would arrive the same time that Goku did in canon. When arriving on Namek, they would find Dodoria and Zarbon slaughtering Namekians, and soon enough, they would interfere as Chi-Chi would kick Dodoria away, and Krillin would use a solar flare to blind them, and grab Dende and haul ass. Dodoria would try to follow the two, but instead, he would be intercepted by Vegeta. Vegeta this time would have been even stronger because of his conditions from Earth being way more critical this time, and the only thing that kept him going was now this new key sensing ability, and also this new ability of the Great Ape in the base form. Vegeta would remember this. With Dende joining the group, things would go normal until Vegeta would face Zarbon. To Zarbon's surprise, Vegeta would be able to keep up with him. Zarbon would show off his monster form, thinking this would end the battle, but Vegeta would reveal that he also has a transformation. Zarbon would scoff. He doesn't have his tail. What do you think he's gonna do? Light up his hair? Vegeta would then begin to power up, and with the spirit of a great ape fueling his power, he would transform into his own wrathful state. Zarbon would be frightened by this, and soon enough, Vegeta would begin to pummel Zarbon, but he would feel his mind slipping away, so to end off the battle, he would punch a hole through Zarbon and vaporize him with a gigantic mouth blast. Frieza would be very annoyed that both Dodoria and Zarbon have reported in, so he would call in the Ginyu Force. Back with the humans, Krillin and Chi-Chi would be getting their potential unlocked thanks to Grand Elder Guru. Soon enough, the Ginyu Force would arrive, and Krillin, Chi-Chi, and Vegeta are forced to work together. Vegeta would make quick work of Goldo, knowing that he would be a big problem for them, so he would slide in and blast him through his chest. Vegeta, being overconfident, would challenge Raccoon, with Krillin telling him that if they work together, they can defeat him quicker, but Vegeta would shout at the two, yelling to them to shut up. The two would gasp in fear as Vegeta would blaze into his wrathful state once again. Raccoon would look confused until he would barely be able to catch Vegeta's punch. Vegeta would then let out his aggression onto the brute, with the two seeming to be on the same level, but with Vegeta being more savage-like. Vegeta would get annoyed by this, but he wouldn't be able to do much as he would slowly be losing control of the form. Krillin and Chi-Chi would jump in helping Vegeta, but soon enough this would enrage Raccoon, and he'd pummel the three, with him smashing Krillin's face into the dirt, breaking Chi-Chi's spine, and blasting Vegeta away. Raccoon would be ready to set off a huge explosion until Goku and Gohan would arrive. Goku would tap Raccoon's shoulder, as Gohan would go in and knock Raccoon to the ground. Goku would tell Gohan to help the others, with Gohan then going over to help the three. Things would go normal, but with Gohan there, he would take on Jaice, as Goku would face Burter. Gohan would be surprised of his power increase, with it being even over Vegeta's. Gohan and Goku would knock out Jaice and Burter, and Vegeta would go over to kill the two, with Goku saying that he really didn't need to do that. Before Jaice would be killed, he would send a message to Ginyu, asking for assistance, and Ginyu would make his way over. When Ginyu would face off against Goku, Goku would show off his wrathful form that would be exponentially stronger, and even with more control. Gohan would explain to the group that their training would consist of the two using image training to learn how to control this power, just like Vegeta did with his Great Ape. Ginyu would still take Goku's body, but Gohan would be the one to defeat him, as he would be able to utilize his own wrathful form to defeat his father. Vegeta would be impressed by this, saying that Gohan has the potential of being the legendary Super Saiyan. Vegeta would take Goku's damaged body back to a ship to heal him. When arriving, Bulma would also show up and observe the Frieza tech. While Goku would rest, Vegeta would give the others battle armor for the fight against Frieza and would tell Gohan if they worked together, they could possibly take out Frieza. Gohan would agree, as long as Vegeta doesn't come after his family anymore. Vegeta would smirk, saying that he doesn't need anything from the Earth, and after they defeat Frieza, they'll depart ways. Vegeta would take his nap as usual, and the others would go to make the wish, but before Bulma would leave the area, she would miniaturize the Frieza ship and take it with her. Once Frieza would arrive, Gohan and Vegeta would work together to pressure him, and to their surprise, they would easily be defeating Frieza in his first form. Frieza would transform into his second form, where Gohan and Vegeta would utilize their wrathful forms to take him on. Frieza would be getting annoyed of the two and would stab Gohan through the chest with his horn and slam him down. Vegeta would be overtaken by Frieza, but Krillin and Chi-Chi would step in. Things would look bad for the three until Gohan would jump back in full power. Frieza would be surprised as Vegeta would realize that Gohan utilized the power of the Zenkai boost, thanks to Dende. They would continue to press Frieza, and once Piccolo would arrive, Frieza would skip his third form and transform straight to his final form. Frieza would then kill Dende, which would outrage Gohan, and Gohan would try to face Frieza on his own, but Frieza would tail slap him away, with Gohan spitting out blood. Piccolo would fire a special beam cannon, but Frieza would easily flick it away. Goku would soon enough arrive on the battlefield, where he would be able to turn the tides of the battle. With Goku's Zenkai boost, he would be able to trip up Frieza. Krillin, Piccolo, and Chi-Chi would fire attacks on the sidelines, as Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan would press Frieza together. Frieza would get outraged by this and would fire a death ball towards Namek's core, but Vegeta would intercept it by firing a Gallic gun. Vegeta would start to be pushed back until Goku and Gohan jump in and fire a Kamehameha. Goku would then tell the two that they need to utilize their rage and get rid of their fears. Goku would then tell the two to remember the people that suffered because of Frieza, the Namekians, and the Saiyans. They can avenge them both. With this last push, a golden light would surround the three as Frieza would see the thing he is scared of the most: the legendary Super Saiyans. Frieza's death ball would be consumed by their attacks, and it would vaporize Frieza as the blast would go into space. The three would then fall down out of energy, with Vegeta smirking as he'd look at his hands saying, "I did it." Thanks to Gohan and Vegeta being much stronger in this story, and with the surge of anger coursing through them, this level of power is just waiting to be unleashed. Goku would ask Vegeta what that power was, with Vegeta saying that that form was Super Saiyan. Goku would be impressed by it and would ask Vegeta what he'll do next. Vegeta would look up into the stars and would reply with a, "I don't know." Goku would tell Vegeta to come back to Earth with them, but Vegeta would deny it, saying that he's going to destroy all of Frieza's army, piece by piece, by himself. This is something he needs to do. Goku and the group would wish him luck, as they would depart ways. Once arriving back on Earth, Kami would summon the Dragon Balls and wish for all those killed by Frieza on Namek to be brought back to life. One thing leads to another, and they use the wishes to bring the humans back to life. After making the wishes, Piccolo would reflect on Namek, feeling really lucky of his student and Goku being able to get a new power, but he was still left in the dust. Piccolo would then plan to train in Otherworld, as Kami would say that he can train with King Kai once again. Oh yeah, just to clear up any confusion, Piccolo and the humans would still go to King Kai's, but it would be different as King Kai would first meet them, and Kami would probably have to say a lot just to get them in. Kami has no connection to Goku in this story, so it'd be much harder, or King Kai doesn't have any connection to Goku in this story, so it would be a little harder for King Kai to negotiate with Kami to negotiate with King Kai. King Kai. Sorry. Anyways, the biggest differences out of the Namek arc would be that Vegeta and Gohan have become Super Saiyans much earlier, and that Vegeta is out in space taking away Frieza's army piece by piece. And I guess that clears up the little plot hole of Vegeta getting with Bulma, which honestly, that's very weird for this story, because, you know, Goku is a happily married man to Bulma? I think I said that wrong. I have no idea, honestly. Bulma also has technology from Frieza, which would give her access to armors, healing chambers, and faster space travel. I don't think Goku would get any armor, but he would get a new gi, maybe? That would be made of stronger materials? Nah, I think it's just gonna stay with the normal gi, but that would be pretty cool. With the ending of the Namek saga finally here, we're getting off this video right on this point. So how'd you guys enjoy this part? Were you surprised that not only one Super Saiyan was born out of the Namek saga because of Frieza? How will the story progress with this new sudden change of motion, with Vegeta not being on Earth, and with Goku and Gohan training to use the Super Saiyan forms, and how will that affect the future timeline of this story? With no Vegeta around, there's not going to be any Trunks, but does that mean a future Gohan might show up? Or maybe a new character in total? Leave a comment below and let me hear your thoughts. So for now, that's gonna be it. It's almost 11 o'clock at night, and I still have a lot of stuff due for school. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one. Peace. Stay safe.
I said I love you, nigga. That's what I thought you.
I fucking love you.
Shut up, nigga. I love you more, you bitch ass nigga. Get out of here.
Hey, nigga, I said I fucking love you.
No, nigga, I love you more, so it don't matter, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here.